Hello and welcome again. I'm Naomi Mc Laughlan. It's awesome. I'm live again finally after a couple of days. I have cheated on you. I'm so sorry. I've been busy on other platforms much more than I wanted to, and that's the reason why I haven't been live. So I'm committed. I'm back again. I'm sorry for not being here on a daily basis. I'm quickly gonna share, as always, refresh my page and share this over to my groups and also to my other Facebook pages. So I've just gotten a notification, so only telling me that Facebook is actually promoting my page. Awesome, thank you Facebook, to get more people to view the live stream and being able to ask questions, because obviously I can see that you're always watching the replays. Thank you ever so much for that. That's awesome. But obviously it doesn't allow you to then ask questions live, and people do feel, well, I don't know what people feel, but I'm assuming that some people might rather ask a question live than asking it towards the replay. Although, as I always say, that's always possible. So if you wanted to, please just leave me your comments underneath or send me an email, a direct mail, or any other way, and ask questions. So I got shared once, and now let me share it over. By the way, if you think your friends, family members and associates might actually benefit from what I share, then please also share it over to your page so that everybody can actually access the same video live stream. Okay, so today's topic, and I got a little list here, is collaboration for global growth, right? So we are still talking about the same topic, which is global brand, your global brand, and how to build one and to grow it further than your current marketplace, and how to reach more people on a worldwide scale. So as today's topic is how to use collaboration, I want to go ahead and talk about it a little bit more. Ooh, lots of hearts and likes. Thank you. This is so awesome. Thanks ever so much. Awesome. Thank you. So let me have a quick look on my cheat sheet here, so I don't forget what I was gonna say, because the likes and the hearts and the funny faces get me too distracted. Anyway, so back to story. Supplementary products and services. Now, that's my first clue. When you think of your products and services, and when you then at the same time think about collaboration with a different business owner or entrepreneur, I would say that supplementary products can absolutely be the ideal partner. So let's assume you are a health coach and you're looking for a supplementary product or service that can actually become a partner in a certain promotion, or going ahead and taking part in an event, in a trade show or trade fair or something like that, or actually on a regular basis working together promoting each other's products and services. And if we assume you're a health coach, then for instance, vitamin tablets as an add-on product, right? Could be something. It could be health foods. It could be an organic farmer in your area. It could be anything that actually gives additional benefits and solutions for your target audience, and at the same time also an additional solution or problem-solving service for your partners, clients and customers, right? So even if you think, oh, I might be in a niche, you might be operating in a niche where you can't directly think of a collaboration with somebody who sells a supplementary product, but I'm sure if you brainstorm a little bit, you will most likely find something, because it could be anything. I mean, if you're a health coach, it could actually be a clothing brand which could collaborate with you, right? Because if people become healthier, fitter, and maybe even slimmer, it could be a clothing range that would fit. I mean, you could even go ahead and maybe collaborate with a shoe designer who might make very well-designed shoes for people with problems I don't know, with their knees or something, right? With their joint problems. So you're a health coach and you collaborate with a shoe designer who designs shoes, maybe with a special padding inside or something that would actually help your customers and clients as well. So you would have to look at either the solution of the product or service of both of you, or the problem the customer and client might have in addition as an outcome because of their problem, right? So they might have, I don't know, they might be overweight and that's the reason why they're going to see you in the first place. But that also means that if you help them, right, so you provide the solution, they might lose weight and need more clothes, better clothes or something like that, or they might have extra health issues. There might be an insufficient supply of vitamins or something, and that's the reason why you would want to collaborate with a vitamin, supplement company, right? Or with a clothing line or with a shoe designer. So it could be kind of everything. It could actually even be a hairdresser, because people who care for their health might then also change their appearance because they're changing so much, right? They're becoming a healthier, fitter person, thankfully to your services you provide. And then actually they might want to get a new hairstyle or just amend the way they look, right? So you can really kind of think out of the box, so to speak, by what would actually be a good add-on to the services and products you offer right now. So that's my number one, finding a supplement or a supplementary product or service which works quite well with your product and service. So coming to number two, quick check, and that's a promo partner who shares the same values like you or the same objectives. So when I think of a promo partner, that might be, for instance, if you think, oh, I will take one of the global goals and I want to oh, there's another viewer, so please say hi, let me know who you are. This is awesome. Oh, thank you for the likes. I love that, but it always distracts me, as I said before. Sorry. All right. Okay. So promo partner, you and your collaborative partner have and share the same values or aims. So let's assume you're giving away money or your work towards a charity. You might find a promotional partner who likes the same charity or the same good cause. And obviously it doesn't always need to be something that doesn't make you any money. It can be, but a promotional partner in this case, the example I'm sharing might be somebody who has the same aim. So let's say you want to build a school in Africa, right? But you don't have enough money for that. You might be able to join another type of setup, something like pencils for, I think it's called Pencils for Education or something like that, right? That's, for instance, an NGO who offer this type of service. So you might collaborate with them, right? So, hey, George, awesome. Nice to see you too. I can only see a small picture, and hey to you. Awesome. Thank you for saying hi. If you have a question in regards to business, and thank you so much for the likes and hearts as well. If you have a question in regards to building a global brand, then let me know, or if you have any other questions as well. Right. Okay. So like I said, promotional partner. And then the third one would be sponsorships. And sponsorships are actually awesome for you because you will be seen by your sponsorship partner's target market. And obviously to make most of it, it should be your target market as well, right? So let's assume there is a public speaker in town or a business coach in town and they're having their own event and you are sharing the stage and you actually speak to them. You might not be getting paid to speak, but you might be able to share what products and services you sell, right? Or that person might offer you a table at the back of the room and you can present whatever you have to sell to the same clientele, so to the same target market and target audience. So that would then be a partner in form of a sponsorship. So you are not necessarily paying your partner, but you might not be getting paid, right? So you would offer your services for free at that point. Let's say you would be speaking at the event for free, but by doing so, you would actually be seen and heard by the same target audience, which might be, which most likely should be your target audience, right? So if you're selling an adult product, it wouldn't make much sense if you are selling it, if you're speaking towards people who are interested in children's products, right? It needs to fit. Let me quickly read the comment. With the donors, if you're interested in sports or business. I don't understand your question. Do you mean you are interested in sports and business and you want donors to sponsor you personally? Do you mean that, George? I'll wait for you to comment. So let me assume I get your question right. Do you think you wanted to open a business but you need sponsorship to open your business? Is that what you're referring to? Or you're interested in professional sports and you need sponsorship for that one? Can you help me here with your question? Just maybe you can restate your question, and then Global Brand, would you like to say more about it? Well, I can answer both. If I understand your question right, let's assume you're an entrepreneur, you want to start your business and you have no funding so far. What you could do is actually go ahead and either get a microfinance of some sort, or you could use crowdfunding. So you would go to something like Kickstarter, or I think it's Kickstarter.com, or crowdfundme.com, or some sort of crowdfunding platform where you can actually look for people who are interested in the services you sell. When it comes now to sports, I would assume you might be able to get direct sponsorships through the sports club, depending on what type of sport you're looking to perform in, or you would have to find a supplement company, maybe a sports drink company or something like that, and then they might be able to sponsor you. But because I don't understand the question correctly, or I'm not sure whether I got you right, I'm not sure whether that would actually help what I've just answered, right? If you want, I can put some links towards crowdfunding pages, and then you can have a look how that works, if that helps. When it comes to your second question, you said Global Brand, would you like to talk more about it? Right, I can do that, of course. So what a global brand really entails is you as the business owner or entrepreneur selling a product or service that is accessible for anybody on a global scale, so on a global market, meaning it would be something you could send anywhere in the world. Of course, you could actually say, I only sell it within Europe. It would still be kind of global. It's not really global, but kind of, right? So outside of your own country. Or you could actually, to really create a global brand, you would have to sell it anywhere in the world. So you would create your own website and then sell a product or a service or both, a combination that could be sold anywhere in the world. So to give you an example, let's assume, because you mentioned sport, let's assume you develop a sports bar, right? Let me see. Yeah, I would like a sponsor, some team, but need. Okay, your question, I think you've just added another comment, George, but I can't see the rest of it. So it stops at but need. So maybe you can complete that. But what I'm trying to say here is, if you, my example was the sports bar, right? So let's assume you've developed a sports bar. Like a granola bar or something. That would be an ideal product to be sold worldwide because it can be sent to anywhere, really. You can just post it, right? You can have a stack of them in a box and send them around the world. That could be a global brand. However, some time back I gave an example of a landscaper who makes sculptures which are heavy and very fragile, right? So that obviously would be difficult to send it overseas because, number one, because of the weight and maybe the size, but also because it's fragile and it might break. So when you think of global branding and building a global brand, so building a business that's worthwhile for anybody in the world, it would need to sell products and services that are number one, wanted by people, so it needs to provide a solution, and number two, it would need to be able to send it out if it's a physical product. Of course, if it's a non-physical product, so an ebook or a course online or a program online or direct coaching or consulting, then obviously that's possible via Skype, by Google Hangout, Facebook Live, I mean any other option, right? Then obviously you're not going to send anything anywhere other than maybe a file or a link towards a program page or maybe a membership club. So that would actually work on a worldwide basis. And if it provides a solution that more than people around your area would need, then obviously that would work to build upon as a global brand. Okay, let me read. Sports and team sports. Yes. So that means, if I get you correctly, you would like to be sponsored, right? You would like to be sponsored as a professional athlete, I guess, right? I think that's how I see the question. Or yes, I think that's what other sports clubs you have in mind. Well, you see, that depends on what type of sports you want to get into. Let's assume it would be football, right? Then obviously you would look for football clubs which are in your area, where you can actually have access to training sessions, and you need to contact them, and then maybe have something like a what's it called in sports? I mean, I guess you know what I mean, right? I mean, you have to show your performance, if you will, and have like a tryout. I think that's what it's called in sports, isn't it? I mean, almost like a trial performance where you actually show what you can and what you can't do, right? Your skills, your skill sets, your knowledge. We're looking for sports sponsors. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So that means you're looking for it for your... Thank you for the hearts. I'm still kind of guessing here because I still didn't get your question correctly. So are you personally looking for a sports sponsor, or are you trying, I mean, personally as being you yourself, or are you trying to find a sponsor? I don't understand the question. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying and fishing here, but I don't know what you mean by that. If you want further advice, what I can say is, for sure, send me a direct mail, George, and then I would just look it over and then see whether I can help you with it or not and point you into the right direction. I mean, generally speaking, anybody who gets sponsorship, there always needs to be a positive outcome for the sponsor. So obviously this live cast is about sponsorship and partnership and collaborating. So let's assume an athlete wants a sponsor. The only reason why a business would sponsor a single athlete or a sports group or anybody really would be because they want to be seen and known and liked by the audience the team would play in front of, right? So I mean, that's the reason why Coca-Cola sponsors so many sport events, because people are thirsty. And obviously, if we see the banners everywhere, and if the players wear targeted merchandise, right, then obviously when we're thirsty, we think of Coca-Cola or any other sponsor, right? That's the reason why they do it. So they want to be seen by the same audience. And meaning, if, of course, the sports team, on the other hand, is looking for a sponsor, they need to be actually really good in order to attract sponsors who are willing to sponsor whatever. I mean, their clothing or the travel costs or accommodation costs or whatever the sponsorship might be for, right? So it needs to be based around the solution and also the target market. So from both perspectives. So for the people who get sponsorship and also for the sponsor itself. So if I would be sponsoring somebody, it would need to be something that's actually seen and heard of by people I'm trying to reach, right? So I hope this actually helps. But feel free to send me a direct mail, and then I'm happy to help you if I can. I mean, I'm good with researching online, so I believe I am, right, if I may say. So I'm happy to look it up for you if you want me to, so just send me a direct mail. Do you have any other questions in regards to global branding or maybe how to build a global brand? I will stay on the line. I know there's a slight delay, so I will just let you get typing if you wanted to. Let's see whether there's anything here, because the other day I had a couple of questions, but they came in on the laptop on my Facebook page as a direct mail as opposed to underneath the video. No, there are no questions here, so well, right, okay. I will end the live cast now if you don't have any more questions. I think I've said it all. So just to quickly recap and to have a quick look on my cheat sheet for collaborations in order to grow your global brand, right? It's helpful to partner up with supplementary products or service providers, with promotional partners who have the same social aim in best cases, or sponsorship of some thought to get exposure to the same target market or target audience.